Dealing today IELTS speaking, and I would like to continue from linking words. So, part 3. So, let's wait for the students to join for the few minutes. I think everybody had a very good weekend since it was Onam. I think everybody enjoyed with your family and your loved ones. I hope it was very happy and you could enjoy from the busy schedule you usually used to have. So I believe that everybody enjoyed, and we also enjoyed in Tiju's Academy. We had gone live with our Onam celebrations. We had a blast with Mavili also. I wish everybody with prosperity and wealth in the coming days as well. So today I would like to take the continuation, that is linking words. As you know, I would like to start with a quote. Education costs money, but then so does ignorance. So it is a very famous quotations or quote by Klaus Moser. So it says that in order to learn, we need to spend a lot, you need to invest money. Same way, when we are paying for our education, we need to pay for our ignorance as well. That is like if we are becoming ignorant, no matter what, like maybe you have some reasons why you're not being attentive or you're not being careful about. Ultimately, at the end, we need to pay for that ignorance as well, because we are responsible of our soul decisions. We are responsible of our life. Nobody is going to take responsibility. So if you are becoming ignorant, you need to pay for it, right? That's what the quotes means. So I believe that those who are watching these live sessions will be very cautious that your time is running. Nobody, the clock does not wait for anyone. So it keeps running. So I think everybody keep those things in your mind and move forward, be it be educations or be it be anything in your life. Okay, so meanwhile, we have some students who have joined. Saifuddin, hi, good morning. Rajeshwari, good morning. Riza, good morning. Very good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining our live sessions. I hope you had a very great, weekend. And since we are all from Kerala, and those who are watching live, outside also, I hope that you guys had a very good weekend. So let's start with our sessions. Last 2 weeks, I have dealt with the linking words, that is connectors, which is commonly used for your speaking IELTS. And I have also said that there are a lot of words which we are not supposed to use for our speaking, because sound, natural is very important in our IELTS speaking. So I would like to continue by stating few more. That's like vocabulary for expressing partial agreement. When you want to express any agreement, but partially. Partially means what? You're not agreeing completely. You want to state that to some extent. Like maybe, for example, one question is asked to you and they're asking your opinion. What do you think about this? Or what do you think about this statement? And that statement, I do not completely agree. For instance, I would like to give a question like, students' behavior is solely depend upon teachers. To what extent do you agree to this? So these sort of questions we are supposed to answer. To what extent, whether you're completely agreeing or completely disagreeing or partially, agreeing to it. So when you are saying an answer with partial agreement, you can start with the sentence to some extent, more or less, in a way, so to speak, up to a point, I agree. Or you can say, I agree to the given statement to some extent. And you need to explain later on, like why are you saying those things? Understand? So here's an example. One question is given where it says, how important is internet to you? And the answer is not much important as I'm not working. In a way, I use it to do some search for my children's homework. See, here I'm not saying like, I am not, using internet at all, or I'm not saying like I am addicted to internet, but I'm saying I have a minimal usage of the internet. Like, not much important as I'm not working, but, I use internet for my children's homework or, doing any those educational purpose. So you are stating your reason why you're not using commonly. Understand? Another questions, do you use apps? That's a questions given to you. So you can give an answer like, not actually, but it becomes very difficult to avoid it as life is moving towards digital world. So to speak, I use it sometimes for booking a taxi or ordering grocery. See, here the question is clearly asking you whether you're using apps or not. And it says not actually. That means what? Are you completely not using it? Completely not using it? No. I am using it, but to a minimal. Here also I'm saying not actually. That means it's not like completely I'm using. But it becomes very difficult to avoid as life is moving towards a digital world, because nowadays everything is there, at your fingertip. You can just, reach anything, or you can order, or you can call anyone, you can have a conversation, or you can search about anything with a touch, finger touch. It's possible. That is a scenario where the world is moving towards a digital world. Understand? So in that kind of situations, it is very difficult to avoid. That means I cannot avoid such as an application or a mobile phone, because everybody is using it. Just because I am like, okay, damn, and then saying like I will not use mobile, I have to go in person and talk with my loved ones. For example, I am in an emergency. I'm saying like I will not use my phone, and I'm keeping it aside, and if there is an emergency arise, what will you do? You have to move to the other person, or you need to travel to the other person and tell, okay, this is what happened. It takes time and energy. So in order to cause those all things, we use mobile phones. So I'm saying it not actually. That means I'm not completely addicted to it, but since life is too much into it and everything is being attached to such a digital world, for me it is unavoidable. That's what it means. So to speak, that means to say to more, further, I use it sometimes, but I use it for, booking a taxi or ordering grocery. Like, grocery means all those things that you, buy for your households, maybe vegetables, fruits, beets, anything. You can buy all those things. That's what it means by grocery. So I'm saying an answer. It's not completely no, but then I'm using it as well. Good morning, Ria. Good morning. Thank you for joining our session. So the next question, next one is vocabulary for presenting time or frequency. Time or frequency means when we want to say about, like when it happened, like recently, or, maybe 2 months back or 1 year back. All those things, or all those times when we need to use this. Lastly, firstly, or you can say at last or at first. Or you can say lastly, firstly, secondly, thirdly, like that. Okay, any order. I mean, anything you can use, like lastly, then you don't have to say last. And at the same time, meanwhile, then, since, as soon as, after this, that. After this means after this, you need to say about those, time. That's when it means by after this. And few more is when, dash, before, dash. Like these are like when you using a date or time. When I was a child, before 29 September. Can we, Reza is asking a question, can we use furthermore for instance while speaking as connectors? You're saying two connectors here, that is furthermore, for instance, Okay. Furthermore is used when you want to add more points, Reza. That is like, you have already given a statement and you want to add more informations. That's when you use furthermore. And for instance is another word for example. For example, instead of you say the word for example, you say for instance, or you can say to exemplify. All these words are used to say when you want to say about an example. Yeah. My previous slides, I have, previous live sessions, I have dealt with furthermore and instance, I guess. Furthermore, I have surely said about it because the beginning to part, that's like part 1 and part 2, I have given more, connectors where we commonly use those connectors. This is when you are, another sessions, because I want to cover up all the connectors which we use commonly for IELTS speaking. I hope it is clear, Isa. If you have any more doubts, please go down, okay? So to continue, here we can say when, before, then afterwards, during, while, following this, simultaneously. So when we want to state all this like time and everything, you can all use these vocabs. Here is an example. Do you like watching television? This is a question. So the answer is yes, I love watching movies on televisions, and during breaks I try to finish my home chores. Okay, so the question is like, do you watch television? And I am saying yes, I love watching. And during breaks, I try to finish also. So I'm giving a clear answer here. Yes. Like when is the time also, I'm clearly giving when it is during breaks. Understand? So when you're stating something, you need to give a clear time and clear answer. Another question for an better understanding is, what was your favorite show when you were a child? The answer which I have given is, since I was a child, I was attracted to cartoons and loved watching Tom and Jerry. Okay, so here I have used the word since I was a child, means what? Since then, since a child, now also at present also I'm interested in watching cartoons. That's what means by that. And I was attracted to cartoons and loved. And you are giving an explanation. So the answer is very crystal clear. That is, since a child, since you are a kid, you love watching cartoons, and now also the habit is continuing. Understand? I hope it is clear. This part is clear. Any doubts, please ask. I would like to take another, sessions of speaking. That is the vocabulary we commonly use for introduction. This is the main part, okay? Because introductions comes when you are going to start with the cue card, especially, and of course for part 3 as well. So these are the words which you can commonly use. That's certainly, definitely, doubtlessly, undoubtedly, without any doubt, no doubt, of course. So these are the words which shows that you are 100%, agreeing to the examiner's statement. Like, whatever the question is asked to you, or say certainly or definitely. That means what? Yeah, you are agreeing completely to the question asked to you. Okay, so the question is, do you like playing sports? And the answer is, of course, I love playing cricket. This is just an example because this is just a one sentence, okay? Do not stick to this. You need to continue with 2 more sentences, even if it is your warm-up. And of course, if it's your part 3, then of course you need to add 5 to 6 sentences more. Okay, so this is just a sample of answering, or how to deal with a question when they ask you like direct questions. Do you like playing sports? And I'm saying the word of course. That means what? Yes, of course, I love playing. That means 100% I like playing. Another question is, do you have a healthy diet? Do you have a healthy diet means what? Whether you are following a healthy, balanced diet or whatever it is. And the answer is yes, I'm very conscious about what I am eating. Without any doubt, I follow my diet plan made by my dietitian. Understand? Here the answer is also very much, accurate, because it says, yes, I'm giving an answer, yes, and starting the sentence with yes. I have said in previous slides, my lives as well, that when a question is given stating do, does, is, are, you're supposed to say yes first, and then you need to continue your conversation. So the answer here is yes. I'm very conscious about what I am eating. That means I'm very much, aware about what I am consuming. And then I'm stating that without any doubt. That means what? Without any, understanding of what you're eating. No, there is nothing of, questions arise there in that such a situations. Without any doubt, I follow my diet plan. That means I follow no matter what, because I'm very much aware of what I'm consuming, since it is the advice taken by my dietitian. I hope this is also clear. So these are some of the connectors we commonly use for our IELTS, and especially these connectors are used for your cue card as well as your follow-up. And be thorough with all the connectors, because I'm taking by sessions. So here we have learned about 3 vocabs which need to be used during your IELTS speaking. Likewise, there are a lot when there are a lot of questions. Reza Sheikh is again asking a question. Accent matters or pronunciation do? We need to have a foreign accent while speaking. Reza, accent matters, but then not highly, because since everybody is from their place, maybe they have their mother tongue influence. So if you have too much mother tongue influence, I would say that you need to pay attention to it and make sure that you don't have that kind of an accent. But do not try to imitate and say stupid answers, because they understand that you're imitating. There is no need of imitations. If you're very well versed with language and well versed with your idiomatic language, there is a high chance that you get good speaking scores. Whereas you're trying to imitate by watching some dramas or series in Netflix, and then you're saying with blunders, that is like connectors wrong, and the answer is also you are stating wrong, and you're not understanding what the examiner is asking you. They understand that you're just imitating somebody. So I would say rather do not imitate when you are lacking so many things in basics. And even if you're very much confident in basic as well, do not imitate. Try to speak naturally, and I would definitely say that if you have a mother tongue influence, try to change that one. And of course, pronunciation matters, because there are so many students who think that when you speak at a speed rate, like a faster rate, you tend to get good scores. No, there is nothing like that. They are not going to check your speed. They are going to check how well you're pronouncing words. Because people tend to swallow words, or they tend to skip words while they are speaking very fast. If you take in a slow mode and then listen to it carefully, you understand that yes, they are saying something stupid, but then you will not understand because it's very fast. So make sure that you have all those things in minimal. That is like pronunciation should be 100% accurate, because you need to practice a lot on that as well. Because there are words which have you need to pronounce properly, since if you have a mother tongue influence. Saira, good morning. Hello. Love from Pakistan. Can you please tell me where is ma'am? I could not quite get it, Saira. What did you ask? You're asking about Richard Caroline. I'm not quite getting it what you're saying. So I hope the sessions was very beneficial for you. Please comment if you have any doubts regarding these connectors, because connectors play a very vital role in IELTS speaking, and especially they will check how well versed you are Okay, and connectors you should not use a lot as well, because there are so many students when they learn a lot of connectors and linking words and idioms, they try to use a lot, like in between all one sentence they use. Never do that. Use a minimal tone and minimal usage of all these linking words and connectors and idioms. So stay tuned to it. Another sessions where another couple of vocabs, that is like linking words, will be given. So I hope this sessions was very beneficial for you. Thank you.